Hi everybody, sorry it took me so long to make a video, but I'm finally making one of the birth story and also to show off Amber a little bit. This is Amber. I got the bib on her because she spits up a lot. She's kind of like gassy. She spits up and she passes gas a lot. Right now she has the hiccups, so that's why she's jumping. Okay. So she was born on May 21st, and that made me 2 days late, or past due from my due date. So I made it to my 40th week. I went to that appointment, and my doctor, she swiped the membranes, and that was very uncomfortable. It didn't hurt, it was just like a lot of pressure and uncomfortable. As painful as it sounded, it wasn't. So she did that, and she said that may or may not help to bring on labor, but we'll see. So that was that from that appointment, and I was like kind of down because I just wanted to have the baby. I was so ready. And so also she set me up an appointment to take a stress test or non-stress test just to make sure Amber was okay. And so I went to my to that appointment that Wednesday, the very next day, and they hooked me up to the machine to monitor Amber's heartbeat and to check to make sure there was enough fluid around her. And everything turned out okay. I really wanted, you know, something to be like the fluid to be low or something so they can like go ahead and keep me at the hospital, but that didn't happen. What did happen when I was there, my appointment was at 9, I believe, and I had my first contraction for the day at like 9:30. And it was like mild. It wasn't too bad, and I didn't have one for the rest of the time that I was there. So when I went home, I had like another contraction. It was like an hour later, and then I kept having contractions like all day. Like first they were like an hour to 30 minutes apart, then they were like 20 minutes apart, and all day they were like all over the place all day. So it got to like around 8:30, and I started having contractions like every 5 minutes. So we just sat around and waited to see if it continued, and it did. It was like every 5 minutes. So I called my doctor and told her, I asked her, you know, is it okay if I go to the hospital? I'm having contractions like every 5 minutes, and she said go ahead to the hospital. So I went to the hospital, and they got me on the monitor. You want some food? They got me on the monitor to the machine to monitor Amber, you know, in my contractions, and they decided, well, my doctor decided to go ahead and admit me. So so that started that. So now it's like 10 something at night, and my boyfriend went ahead and dropped off my daughter to my mom's house, and I had just packed up her bag to you know, spend the weekend or night or whatever. So he had to come back home and get her bag, and he got my bag, my hospital bag, dropped her off, and he came back. So I was having contractions like the whole night. They hooked me up to the IV, an IV thing. It was like for fluid, like normal fluid, was like no medicine or anything. And I was having contractions like during the night. You know, I was able still to get up and go to the bathroom, but I was still having contractions like every 5 minutes. What's wrong, baby? I'm breastfeeding, so I did pump some milk just in case she'll get hungry. And I think she is hungry, because she's about to start crying. Here you go. Here you go. Oh, there you go. I was having contractions like still every 5 minutes. They got stronger as the night went on. I think like around like 5 o'clock in the morning. I think it was 5 o'clock. I got the Pitocin, I believe, or it was some medication, not Pitocin, but it was some medication to relieve the contractions. And I did ask about the epidural. I mean, I could still tolerate the contractions at this time, but I did ask about it, and they said to get it, if I was to get it before I'm 8 centimeters dilated. And by this time, I was like at 3 centimeters. So, you know, I can tolerate the contraction. So, that's when I got the medication through the IV. And I say like around 7 o'clock in the morning, that's when the contractions got kind of unbearable. So I asked about the epidural, and I didn't get it till like 8 o'clock because they was in other rooms working with other patients giving the epidural, so I had to wait my turn. So I got it like around 8. At this time, I believe I was like at 5 centimeters. No, maybe 6. I was at 6 centimeters dilated. And I just felt a bit relieved, like it was so painful. And after I got the epidural, finally at 8 o'clock in the morning, I was relieved. So I kept having contractions. You know, I didn't feel it really, so I was okay. So now it's like 10 o'clock, and they said I'm like at 8 centimeters. And then it's funny because I told my nurse, I'm like, I think the epidural is wearing off because I feel lots of pressure. And she's like, no, there's just the baby coming down more, and it's almost time. You know, I've been through it before, but it's like been 5 years since I had my first daughter. So I guess I had to just get back into the rhythm of everything. But anyway, so my doctor came in and checked me, and she said, well, it's time, you can start pushing. And I was like so relieved. I was so ready to push. And it's like around 11. It's 11 something. And I started pushing, and only took 7 pushes, and I was 7 pushes, and she was out. Because by this time I could feel the contraction. So every time I had a contraction, I pushed. So 7 pushes, she was out. I didn't have to get cut. I didn't tear. It was easy. My boyfriend, he gave me lots of support and words of encouragement, and he was just a great coach. And then Amber, she weighed 6 pounds 9 ounces, and she was 19.5 inches long. Before I had her, they gave me an estimate on how big she'll be, and they told me 6 pounds and 6 pounds 6 ounces. So they were like very close, like a couple of ounces off. But oh yeah, as I was pushing, when I pushed, well, as I'm pushing, I'm talking through it, and like, okay, you know, no more babies, and just like